This is my final project for microprocessors. Now, I want to detail you in on how I did this project because it's pretty interesting and it's actually a lot more complicated than it might first appear to be. So, what in the world is going on? What I have here is a microcontroller which is hooked up to a breadboard, and I've wired the breadboard together to this keypad, and I interfaced this keypad with the microcontroller to basically play sounds whenever I press a key on the keypad. And what I did here was get input signals from the keypad and then do a little bit of processing and then output a sound on a speaker. So how does this keypad work? As you can see, there are 12 buttons in total that you can press, but there are only 7 pins in which you can read or write to. In this particular implementation, this board cycles through and writes to every row and then reads from every column to find out which particular buttons were pressed. Once this is done, the board takes in the signal that was generated corresponding to a button press, and then this signal outputs a certain frequency based on which button was pressed. I accomplished this by putting a simple lookup table that will translate the button press to a certain frequency that I should generate in hertz. And if multiple buttons were pressed, I can output 2 signals at once, which results in the ability to play 2 notes at the same time on the keypad. I also managed to add a few additional features. I added a mute button that basically prevents you from playing the music. I also implemented sharp notes, so I used another array to get the values of not only on the C standard scale, but also all the notes in between as well, so I can play the full chromatic scale if I wanted to. And lastly, I also implemented octaves on this keypad, so I can press one of these 2 buttons to basically play notes an octave above or below where the notes would normally play. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Before ending the video, here's some additional music. I really enjoyed this project. It was frustrating, but very fun.